Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Jaxom Talks channel. Now, before we delve into this profound topic, I would like to invite you to show your support by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Your engagement helps us continue to spread awareness about mental health and inspire positive change. So today, we're diving into a topic that is incredibly powerful, sometimes challenging, but ultimately it's essential for our mental well-being: forgiveness. Now, when we talk about forgiveness, many people immediately think about letting someone off the hook for hurting them. While that is part of it, I want us to expand our understanding beyond this basic idea today. Forgiveness isn't just about the other person. It's profoundly about you. It's about your peace, your freedom, and your mental health. Let's start by defining what forgiveness is not. It's not forgetting what happened. It's not condoning harmful behavior. It's not saying what you did was okay. It certainly is not about reconciling with someone who continues to be toxic or abusive. Forgiveness, at its core, is a decision to release the emotional burden of anger, resentment, and a desire for revenge. It's about breaking free from the past. Imagine you're carrying a heavy backpack. Every time someone wrongs you and you hold on to that hurt, you're essentially adding a rock to that backpack. Over time, that backpack becomes incredibly heavy, weighing you down, affecting your posture, your energy, and your ability to move forward. That's what holding on to unforgiveness is doing to your mental health. So, why is this release so crucial for our mental well-being? Let's break down some of the key benefits. First, reduced stress and anxiety. When you're constantly replaying an offense in your mind, feeling angry or resentful, your body can end up in a state of chronic stress. Your fight or flight response is subtly activated, leading to increased cortisol, higher blood pressure, and a nagging feeling of unease. Forgiveness helps to calm that internal storm, lowering your stress levels and bringing a sense of peace. Second, improved mood and emotional well-being. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick. It just doesn't work that way. Unforgiveness breeds bitterness, hostility, and a general negative outlook. When you forgive, you open yourself up for more positive emotions like compassion, empathy, and even joy. Think of it like clearing out a cluttered room to make space for new things. Third, better relationships. Now, this might sound counterintuitive. You might think, why should I forgive someone who hurt my relationship? But consider this: when you hold a grudge, that negativity often spills over into all your relationships, not just the one with the person who offended you. You might become more irritable, less trusting, or guarded. Forgiveness, especially self-forgiveness, allows you to approach new and existing relationships with an open heart, fostering deeper connections and understanding. Fourth, greater resilience. Life is going to throw you curveballs. People are going to disappoint us, and sometimes we're going to disappoint ourselves. The ability to forgive both others and ourselves is a cornerstone of resilience. It allows us to process hurt, learn from it, and move forward without being permanently scarred by past wounds. It empowers us to adapt and grow. So finally, and perhaps most importantly, is freedom. Unforgiveness keeps you tethered to the past, to the person who hurt you, and to the pain they caused. It gives them power over your present emotions and future happiness. Forgiveness is an act of self-liberation. It says, I choose to take back my power. I choose to be free from this burden. I know what some of you might be thinking. Jaxom, it's not that easy. Some hurts are just too deep, and you are absolutely right. Forgiveness is rarely easy. It's a process, not a single event. It often involves grieving what was lost, acknowledging the pain and making a conscious, deliberate choice, sometimes many choices, in order to release that emotional baggage. So, how do we begin this journey of forgiveness? Here are a few steps that can help. 1. Acknowledge and feel your pain. Don't try to intellectualize it away or pretend it didn't hurt. Allow yourself to feel the anger, sadness, or betrayal. This isn't about wallowing in your misery. Oh no, it's about validating your own experience. Journaling, talking to a trusted friend or therapist, or even just sitting with your emotions can be incredibly powerful. 2. Understand what forgiveness really means for you. As we mentioned, it's not about forgetting or condoning. Define what it is for you. Is it letting go of the need for an apology, or is it releasing the desire for revenge? Can it simply be deciding not to let that person or event continue to control your emotional state? 3. Shift your perspective. Try to understand, without condoning, why the other person might have acted the way they did. This isn't about excusing their behavior, but sometimes understanding the context, their own pain, their upbringing, their limitations can help you detach from the personal sting. It helps you see them as a flawed human being just like all of us. 4. Make a conscious decision to forgive. This is often the hardest part. It's a choice you make, sometimes over and over again. You might even have to say to yourself, I choose to forgive this person for what they did. You can do this privately, or if appropriate and safe, you might communicate it to the other person, although that's not always necessary for your forgiveness journey. 5. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself through this process. There will be days when the anger resurfaces, when the hurt feels fresh. This is perfectly normal. Don't beat yourself up for it. Just gently redirect yourself back to the choice you made to forgive. 6. Forgive yourself. This is a huge one and often overlooked. We all make mistakes, say things we regret, or act in ways that don't align with our values. Holding on to self-blame and guilt is just as damaging to our mental health as holding on to anger towards others. Extend the same compassion and understanding to yourself that you would to a dear friend. Now, I want to share a brief personal story. I remember a time when I held on to a significant grudge against a friend for something they said. I replayed the conversation in my head countless times, feeling a surge of anger every single time. It was exhausting. It affected my sleep, my focus, and even my interactions with other people because I was just generally more irritable. One day, I just hit a wall. I was tired of carrying that weight. I realized that my anger wasn't hurting my friend. It was only hurting me. So, I made the conscious decision to forgive. It wasn't about excusing what they said, but about releasing myself from the prison of my own resentment. Honestly, it felt like shedding a physical weight. The immediate relief was incredible, and over time, the emotional wound began to heal. Forgiveness isn't a sign of weakness. It's a profound act of strength and self-care. It's choosing your peace over prolonged pain. It's choosing to be free. Remember, this isn't a race. It's a journey, and every step, no matter how small, is a step towards greater mental well-being. If you're struggling with deep hurts, please consider reaching out to a therapist or counselor. They can provide invaluable guidance and support on this path. I hope this conversation has given you something to think about and hopefully inspired you to embark on your own journey of forgiveness, whether it's for others or for yourself. So in conclusion, forgiveness is an essential component of mental wellness that holds immense power to transform our emotional state and overall well-being. By forgiving others and ourselves, we can break free from the shackles of negative emotions, heal our wounds, and move forward on our journey towards mental wellness. Remember that forgiveness is a choice, a conscious decision to release the burden of grudges and embrace the liberating power of compassion and understanding. Your mental health is worth it. That's it for today's talk, folks. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next discussion. Why not share your thoughts and experiences with forgiveness in the comments below? How has it impacted your life? Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.